Hey guys, it's me, and welcome to Trevor Meller Entertainment, where comic books meet musical theater. I had a sketch planned for this one, but it's getting kind of late, so I just sort of decided I really just want to get the comparison over with. This one, it's time for another Marvel vs. DC and other media. This one is Spider-Man No Way Home versus Superman Returns. You're probably wondering, why this one and not a DC, multiverse film? Well, because they brought back Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, so I finally have something to do for either Quest for Peace or Returns. I'm not gonna pass that up. I actually wanted to do Quest for Peace for this one, because that one would have fit better, order-wise. But after talk with, my little brother, Christian Miller, we agreed that Returns, out of the two that I was going to do anyway, out of the two that I was already planning on doing because this one had Toby, we decided Returns works better. Similarities? Both take place within the continuity of my favorite movie adaptation of my favorite superhero for each company. Superman Returns continues off the Christopher Reeve Superman, though admittedly ignoring 3 and 4, but this version of Superman references 3 in the Arrowverse Crisis. But the movie itself, for all intents and purposes, does ignore 3 and 4 because of how they're not that well liked. And then in No Way Home, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and some of his villains come back. Both came out a long time after said franchise came out. Yeah, in case you're wondering, most of these similarities are good because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, because that is the main reason I'm comparing the two. Anyway, so yeah, don't at me. Actually, at me all you want. I don't care. This is the internet. I won't be a very good host if I cared. Both reuse lines from previous movies. Superman Returns has several lines said by Superman specifically be from Superman the movie. And No Way Home reuses lines from both the first two Spider-Man movies, though admittedly, I think the only line... Oh, wait, no, the My Back thing was from Spider-Man 2. Yeah, the first two Spider-Man movies. Both have a point where the hero's arch nemesis, Lex Luthor in Green Goblin, stabs, one of the heroes in No Way Home's case, a hero, and we think they're dead, but they're not. Etc. So which wins? Here's the thing. Superman Returns suffers from being too long, but Spider-Man No Way Home suffers from being too short. And also, this is my least favorite, though still good, in the original Superman movie franchise versus my favorite MCU movie since 2008, which is widely considered to be the MCU for obvious reasons. It's when they started trademarking MCU, Marvel started trademarking that. But however, which is funny because it's also based on my least favorite Spider-Man comic. However, I don't know which one wins here. I'm going to do what I usually try to avoid and call it a tie. Winner, tie. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe if you want to. And if you do, turn on the post notifications so you never miss a video. Comment below which one of these movies you guys like more. And I'll see you next time. Bye.